to you both. You know what I expect. Stay professional, obey my commands, and most of all, protect yourself at all times. Good luck, boys.
The first defence of this title for Henry Turner. A hug of encouragement from his hugely experienced trainer Alan Smith. Zeus de Armas, 36 years old, had a lot of difficulty, we suspect, making the weight. Needed 2 visits to the scales and ultimately having to weigh in at 10 stone, having stripped naked to do so. Henry Turner, taller by some 2.5 inches, calls himself the showman, not because of the style in which he fights, although he is a very good technician, but because he comes from a fairground family.
I like his style though, John. He's a very good, well-disciplined southpaw. His Turner, good variation. See that left uppercut come through there, and then he tries to just finish on that right hook also. But again, someone who boxes well behind his jab, it's going to be difficult for de Armas again to close that gap, to try and land that right hand. That's what he'll try and do. But by doing that, he walks onto punches. So again, Turner just setting things up with that lead hand of his. And yes, he is a classy boxer, this lad, Henry Turner.
We haven't really put Turner down as a huge puncher, but he won the title in Dubai in November with a second-round knockout of Jorge Abel Bermudez of Argentina. He was in a bit of trouble in the opening round, but turned it round spectacularly with a southpaw left hand. Alan Smith says that he's a shy lad, a bit old school, a bit in the manner of another great Henry of years gone by, Henry Cooper, so much so that they call him our Henry.
Well, nothing wrong in that, as long as he does the business in the ring, John. But de Armas, I'm just watching him, he's just struggling with the distance and gap here. He's launching from too far out there, you see. Was an example, wants to try and land the right hand, Turner just adjusts his feet back, and then de Armas just senses he's too far out. So he's got to probably use his jab a little bit more, de Armas, and close that gap down with that shot before he launches the right hand. Or try and bring Turner over his front foot. But up to now, Turner again boxing very well.
De Armas does get in with the right hand there, but it was only a glancing blow, and Turner not put in any real trouble as a result. Just 22 years old, Henry Turner. Tonight in his 10th professional contest.
De Armas again there, just launching from too far out, a little bit too slow with his feet, and as he's coming forward, leaning over his front foot, he's got to watch he doesn't walk on to a left uppercut. There it is there, right on cue, left uppercut, right hook, which is tailor-made for that shot. That's what Turner's got to do, is set him up with that punch, and again, look, straight away.
Well, a little bit of a complaint to the referee from de Armas, but Mark Lyson having none of it, and a good opening round for Henry Turner.
Welcome to Sky Vegas. Our daily free-to-play game prize machine looks set to crown another winner. Here comes the confetti.
Bonus rounds activated.
Wait, there's bonus rounds. Extra free spins? Extra cash prizes? Daily jackpots of up to 1,000 pounds? The prize machine, still free to play. And with bonus rounds, there's even more ways to win. What a bonus!
Welcome back to the Your Call. Henry Turner defending his WBC International silver title at super lightweight against Zeus de Armas. Great atmosphere as ever at Your Call. They really know their boxing in this part of the world.
Proper grassroots stuff, isn't it, here at the Your Call? As you say, John, it's a good atmosphere. Where the fight people come.
Really good prospect, Henry Turner. There's been talk about a contest maybe down the line if he can come through this against an old Team GB colleague Ethan James. Well, that's all for the future. Right now, he needs to get Zeus de Armas out of there. He's been stopped twice in his last 6 fights, de Armas. And Turner very dominant at this point in the second 10-rounder.
Yeah, he actually caught him with a terrific left hand probably 20-30 seconds ago. It was a great shot. De Armas certainly felt it. Turner sensed it, and then he just moved in. And again, De Armas, you can see in the body language, he slowed down a little bit, maybe not fully recovered, but good, accurate punching again from Turner.
Well, good shot. Landed that one pretty flush. And De Armas looking a bit uncomfortable once again.
Yeah, he's having a nightmare now, De Armas. The work rate and tempo slowed down from him, and that's suiting Turner, who's just picking him off now. Turner would prefer De Armas to come forward, but if he's not going to come forward, then he's just a sitting duck, and he just picks him off with the single shots like he's doing now, in full control. De Armas got to use his lead hand a little bit more and put a little bit more pressure. Sustain the attack maybe, but at this pace, there's only one winner here. Turner's boxing very comfortable indeed.
De Armas said this was his big opportunity. Make no doubt about it, if he were to upset Turner, it would be a major league upset. Doesn't look as though it's going to happen at the moment though, does it? Another good work again from Turner. That backhand, that left hand thrown with power and accuracy.
Yeah, and because De Armas' feet are fairly slow, Turner's just waiting now, triggering his opponent off, waiting for the attacks to come, then he's bringing him on to the shots. Fairly routine stuff, to be quite honest, John, for Turner. De Armas having a lot of problems in there, too far out, and the pace is too slow. He's got to up the tempo and put Turner under more pressure, not doing it.
No, and he's going to have to find something special to put Turner out of his current rhythm. He looks really composed in there, winning it and boxing pretty much as he would wish, and I'm sure his corner will be absolutely delighted when he gets back at the end of another round, the second round, which, like the first, he's dominated.
Here we go.
William Hill Vegas, Beyond Entertainment.
Welcome back. Here's Henry Turner getting words of advice from Alan Smith in that corner, and he's happy.
Double jab, then that backhand, then get round him, yeah? What he's looking for is that right hand sweep. Just creep in a little bit, that's it.
Good boxing display so far, and De Armas going to have to find something very much better than he found in the first 3 minutes, Richie.
Yes, he's got to do things differently, so his tactics of just waiting on the outside and trying to pick his shots aren't working. So, yeah, he's probably going to try and double up his attacks a little bit more, sustain a little bit of pressure, throw caution to the wind, keep the guard nice and high as he's coming forward, because at this pace and tempo, it's suiting Turner. He's just being outboxed here, there's De Armas. There's only one winner here, John, at this pace, and it's going to be Turner, so De Armas has got to change it.
Yep, has to find something special through that right hand from way, way back, and Turner was able to slip inside it and throw a decent counter shot. Really picking his punch as well, Henry Turner. Good support as well from his friends and fans who will have made their way down the M40 and across London from High Wycombe, which is where he lives, Homer Green to be precise.
Yes, he's got good support, hasn't he, Henry Turner? And they're enjoying what they're seeing here. This is a dominant display. Good boxing, showing good boxing skills here, is Turner. Again, De Armas just launching from too far out, very predictable.
Yeah, saw it coming, was able to block it with comfort.
And he risks walking onto that left uppercut because he's leaning forward so much. He's certainly got to double his jab a little bit more, and just as important, the feet. His feet have got to be quicker. Far too slow, and that's just allowing Turner to adjust and just box accordingly. So he's, like I say, he's in a comfort zone, Turner.
Armour in his 19th professional fight. Biggest test of his career. Crowd responding to another solid shot.
Yeah, lovely counter-punch boxing there. As the Armour just came forward, fell short, and bread and butter stuff for Turner. Just brought him onto those shots. So yes, a good display, good dominant box from that front foot also from Henry Turner.
Shake of the head from De Armas as that left hand landed, as much as to say, well, you may have fought me, but you've not hurt me, but there's got to be a cumulative effect. And Turner is just picking him off. Punch after punch, wasting very little. Hoping that De Armas will launch himself at him. De Armas not doing so. There's a nice quality shot from Turner. Oh, the outcome is better than that. Last few seconds of the round, and down goes De Armas. The count continues, and the referee having a very close look at him. The bell is gone, and I tell you what, I think, oh, it's not gone. It's not gone. The fight continues. I thought the round had finished. It has now, and that is a big, big round for Henry Turner.
Super boxing from Turner there, right at the end of the round.
Listen very carefully. Don't go at him. Patience is everything, yeah? So listen, he's going to come at you and take the same again. But all you do is increase it.
Well, let's watch again. There it is.
Yeah, and before that was also a short left uppercut, but that was the finishing shot there, right at the end of the round. But they're just teeing him up with the right hand and then whips that left hand through. What a cracking shot that was. De Armas, feet too slow, sitting duck, but Henry Turner produces the goods there at the end of the round.
Well, fair to say that's been coming, and I wonder how much De Armas will have left now, because Henry Turner, the showman of Homer Green, is going to go looking to finish it.
Lovely boxing there from Turner, making De Armas miss and then replying with a couple of fast counters. Quality counter-punch boxing there.
You forget, almost watching how well Turner's boxing tonight, that he's only 22. Still very much on the learning curve. Alan Smith, I know, rates him as a really, really talented hot prospect.
Well, he's listened to Alan Smith there, because in the corner Alan Smith says, you know, just don't get too excited, just settle down, calm down, get back to your boxing, break the opponent down. That's exactly what he's doing. So
he has to keep doing what you've done so well to this point.
Exactly. But do it calmly. And he's just breaking the opponent down, and again, he won't come over that front foot, you see. It's excellent stuff from Turner.
Powerful right hand. De Armas sinking back into that corner, and for a moment I thought he was going to go again. Only one Henry Turner, the shout goes up from his fans. And our Henry is doing them proud.
Super boxing again from Turner. You know what, John, he's just turning the screw at the right time. He's putting the power shots together at the right time. He senses the opponent's going, and he's putting it together. This could be the end now.
De Armas said he was okay to continue. I think that Henry Turner will try to prove otherwise, with a minute still to go in this fourth round. De Armas holding on, trying to buy a second or two.
And again, straight left hand, then he switches downstairs with that right hook to the body. De Armas in lots of problems here now.
It was a body shot that did the damage to that second knockdown. And still a way to go in this fourth round if De Armas is going to survive to make the fight continue beyond this point.
I mean, fair play to De Armas. It looked like he was finished, but he's got through it, hasn't he? Zeus is a shot there.
Oh, almost went again then. Sank down when that right hand connected. But the clock ticking down, and I think he's going to see it through to the bell. He does, but that's another 10-8, two-point margin for Henry Turner.
Great boxing here from Turner. Turning the screw at the right time in terms of the power. Looking downstairs for body shots. Whipping the shots through. But it was a dominant display. And De Armas at one point looks like he's looking for a way out. There was that body shot.
It was kind of an accumulation of punishment, wasn't it?
Yeah, on that front foot. But really sort of planting his feet. There's another body shot there. Planting the feet and really putting the power in his punches.
All going according to plan. And for the man from the Canary Islands, Zeus de Armas, it's turning out to be a very painful experience. Everything to Turner so far, including 2 knockdowns. So already he's way ahead on points. As you say, though, he salutes Armas for getting up and wanting to continue and wanting to give himself a chance to battle back.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think he's earning in this contest as well. De Armas, he's not so clumsy now coming over that front foot. He's trying to catch Turner as he's coming forward now. But Turner, if you keep the punches straight and long, you see that's where De Armas is having real problems. It's only when Turner goes into that shorter mid-range where De Armas has a chance to land a punch. When the punches are long and straight, then Turner is totally in control.
A lot of talent in this division. In the UK, Josh Taylor, of course, WBO champion. Jack Catterall as well. Word today that much anticipated rematch now looks as though it's not going to happen.
It would be a shame, wouldn't it?
Regis Prograis, the WBC champion, might be Catterall's target. Still a lot of negotiating to be done there, and Henry Turner working his way into the mix.
What's he ranked in the box rec? He's around, he's 15, isn't he, at the moment, Henry Turner. So, but he's building and he's boxing well. This is only his 10th contest, so bigger fights ahead of him. But it's one step at a time in this game, John.
Absolutely. The big opportunities will come only too soon, and when he's 22, time is on his side.
Good fight, isn't it? Dalton Smith, the British champion, he's a very good fight from Sheffield. He's a real good kid. Robbie Davis Jr., O'Hara Davis, Catterall are all there. Here's Josh Taylor, top of the pile.
Dalton Smith's fighting tomorrow, isn't he? That world title bill. He's fighting Billy Allington, Peacock Gym fighter, defending that British title.
Yeah, so that'll be a cracker. So plenty of time for Henry Turner. You know, he's going about his business very well, boxing sensibly, listening to his corner. He's enjoying this contest, and again, he's boxed to instructions. That's the main thing.
And he's boxed his way comfortably through another 3 minutes.
Discover the new way to your new Mercedes-Benz. No matter where or when you buy it, online or in store. Choose your car and there's just one price. And now, there's a range of offers across some of our most popular cars. Search Mercedes-Benz online showroom.
One price.
Yep, easy.
Welcome back. It's one of the fights coming up for you shortly. Mark Chamberlain, who's going to be defending his IBF European lightweight title against Verilenti of Italy. Mark Chamberlain, such an impressive young prospect himself.
I think we have to give credit to De Armas here, John. He's still in there, being picked off. But at the start of this round, starting to come forward a little bit more. But because his feet are just a little bit too slow, it's easy for Turner to adjust and bring him onto shots.
No knockdown, the referee quick to say. De Armas is stumbling down. But as he tries to get in closer, tries to get in range, Turner realises that this could be playing into his hands. He already knows that he has the edge in power. Well, his first 6 fights on points, Henry Turner, but he stopped 2 of his last 3 opponents. He'll be hopeful of picking up another stoppage win here, although that maybe won't be in his mind.
Well, again, this is another learning fight for him. Remember, he's not been past 6 rounds, so we're into the 6th round now. He's not gone past into the 7th yet in the contest. Only had a couple of 10-rounders, hasn't he? So, you know, this is a learning fight for him. It looked like he was going to stop this guy, but now he's had to readjust and rethink, you know, and listen to the corner and just get back to being calm, using the jab, and just work away and try and break down the opponent. Body shot.
That right hand really hurt him. De Armas thought that he was going to get a moment to recover because he thought the punch was low, but the power was there again with that body shot right hand from Turner.
Yeah, I'd like to see that again. That was like a shot that went in, that body shot. That obviously hurt De Armas. Still won't be fully recovered from that.
Well, it's an old boxing maxim, isn't it? Defend yourself at all times. Momentarily, De Armas dropped his gloves and looked as though he was going to be a sitting duck.
Just hesitating again, De Armas there, making that mistake, gets away with it, hesitating with the right hand if he's going to throw it, stopped halfway through, fell short, but Turner just couldn't capitalise, couldn't catch him with the shot as he's coming forward. De Armas doesn't want to be making too many of those mistakes.
Another emphatic round this for Turner, and there's no way that you can give any round so far to De Armas. Turner absolutely dominant and loading again in the closing seconds. Big round for Henry Turner, and he knows it. Well, let's look again at these body shots.
Yeah, let's have a look here. So that was just round. Was that under the elbow? Let's have a look here. Ooh, just round, probably. Looked right on the side, didn't it? There was one shot that certainly hurt. Well, that was a little bit low there.
No, it was a bit low, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was low. It was on the blind side of the referee. He didn't see it. But I think that's what De Armas was on about there. Let's have a look. Different angle. Yeah, it's definitely low. It's on the belt of the trunks. And that's why he wasn't too pleased with that. He knew it was a low shot.
Well, he winced, didn't he? Here comes a moment of stating the obvious. It is a very tough game.
Yeah, indeed. You just get the sense there towards the end of that last round, De Armas, the body language wasn't too good. He's obviously took a low blow, but still, the body language wasn't too positive for me. He may be ready to go here. De Armas will turn and go for it and start throwing maybe a few more combinations, put him under a little bit more pressure. De Armas, like I say, Let's see what Turner has got here.
Well, I'm sure Alan Smith will have said, come on, just work your way in for the openings behind that jab, and in the first 30 seconds, that's precisely what he's done, trying to just pick him off from range. Unpick the lock, if you like.
Well, it's important that obviously you listen to your corner, but a boxer knows himself. He'll sense if his opponent's weakening, and you hope that he'll see that, because I think he is. I think that Armour is just slowing down a little bit and maybe giving off a few signals that Turner should pick up on, and Turner maybe should up the pace and go through the gears just a little bit more. That's sensible there, working behind that jab. And maybe the odd combination and test the Armour a little bit more.
Had him down in the third round, and in the fourth round, and now he's down again here in the seventh round. What a hard night it's turning out to be for Zeus de Armas. Bravely he gets up. He says he could have continued. The referee, Mark Lyson, says no thank you, I've seen enough, the fight's over, and Henry Turner picks up another win, and he boxed pretty impressively again tonight. And his gym teammates know it, they know he's boxed beautifully, and Henry Turner, win number 10.
That was a tremendous display from Henry Turner. Every round, you know, he's boxed very well indeed behind that jab. He's put his work together with the uppercuts, with the hooks to the body. Let's have a look. It was a whipping shot, wasn't it? Across the target in the midsection. Let's have a look here. There it is there. And Armour, we said he was getting weaker and weaker, and he got up from it, but the referee looked into his eyes, didn't like what he saw and waved it off. But we sensed that he was getting weaker, John. But that's a good performance from Turner, that is, because I think he's done it behind his boxing. Like I said, he turned on the power at the right time, and yeah, that's a good display.
His teammates delightful. We saw delighted rather. We saw Dennis McCann there leading the applause from ringside. Henry Turner, the showman, has really delivered, and Zeus de Armas recognises that and gives his own sporting round of applause to his opponent. And Dev Sani now is waiting for the two fighters to go centre ring with the referee in order to give us the official announcement of a victory for Henry Turner, our Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the time of 1 minute 20 seconds in the 7th round, your referee Mark Lyson calls a halt to this contest with the red corner in no position to continue. Therefore, your winner by TKO, and still WBC International Silver Super Lightweight Champion, the Showman, Henry Turner!
What a great reception he's getting from his fans here as the